Hey, my name is Kristen. I'm going to share divine messages with our channel today. Let's ask our angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our space to provide love and divine messages for our highest and greatest good. We're surrounded in divine white light and love, and so it is, and so it will be. All right, so how beautiful is this? Look at this card. It says Angel Whispers. In our everyday lives, we are constantly bombarded with different messages, all competing for our attention, rather than plugging into the overwhelming number of fear-based messages that we receive every single day from every which way you look, right? Specifically from like society, mass consciousness, right? We have to use our awareness to hear these messages of more of a higher vibration, okay? So it's kind of like tuning that out and tuning into higher vibrational frequency. Listen to the whispers of angels inside your heart. So it's kind of like what you're drawn to through your heart chakra. Ask your angels to help you hear the whisperings of the universe so that you can live with a greater understanding and purpose instead of all the other distractions. So that's fascinating. All right, so we're going to get a couple cards from here. Energy, liberation, blessing, health. Is that it? Okay, we're gonna stop there. Okay. All right, so let's see what we got here. This one talks about energy. Looks like a sacred space, maybe for purification, cleansing, receiving. I'm seeing like an activated kind of like light body here. So this could be something that you're working towards is, clearing your channel. Okay, maybe you're needing to really pay attention to your energy and your surroundings. Okay, so let's get a bit more info on that one. Energy. It says, our thoughts and feelings are energy. Everything we think and feel flows out into the world like radio waves, whether we intend to broadcast it or not, right? So, and this includes our feelings, and sometimes thoughts, they tend to just happen automatically. Human consciousness is like the World Wide Web, right? And we transmit and receive information, energy all day long, okay? All in life is energetically interconnected. So you may be missing someone who's far away from you, or you may be saddened by a loved one's, separation. Through this, I feel like through this is like a understanding like their presence is felt, and you're not alone energy is what I'm getting. I would say that, just when you feel it in your heart, just know that like that's their presence. Okay. They want you to know that they have not left you and they will never leave. For you are forever connected by invisible threads of love, which is beautiful. Invisible threads of love. Look at that. So I feel like if someone's feeling they're in separation from a loved one or someone who's close to them that they miss, I feel like there's a strong connection here that transcends any kind of time, space, even, spirit versus body. Okay, that's beautiful. Just gonna put in my other speaker here. All right, the next card talks about liberation. This is really cool. Look at this one, liberation. All right, so what's this say? 34. If you've been feeling frustrated by the lack of action and stagnant energy in your life right now, it may be time to reconsider your need for some of your material possessions. Sometimes we tend to focus on accumulating more stuff in order to fill a void within or avoid facing our true feelings. So this is an opportunity to declutter your living space and spending less time distracting yourself with material possessions, which can be incredibly liberating and empower you to make more important changes in your life for your own well-being. So it's like a catalyst for change. Beautiful. And I feel like through this catalyst of change, there's this freedom that comes with this. Wow, that's cool. The next one is blessing. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? That's awesome, that card. like so rooted and grounded and connected, and realizing like we're all one. Ugh, gorgeous. I'm feeling that in the heart space. Absolutely beautiful. The light of God, the source of all creation, radiates throughout the universe, permeating everything in existence. Yeah, it's like oneness. Look at that. Right on. The very same light that warms your skin on a sunny day exists inside your heart, and it connects you to everything in existence. Contemplate the significance of this for a moment and allow an awe-inspiring feeling of gratitude to flow over you because you're truly blessed. Aw, look at that. Hugs. Hugs, everybody. Hugs. We have health. Look at this. It's like radiance. 9. Now is an opportune time to focus on your health. You've been living life at a hectic pace for some time, and it would be wise to take a break. Maybe allow yourself to relax and rejuvenate. Yes, yes. Give thanks for health of your body and mind, and remember to make your health a high priority, especially in the coming months, okay? Maybe 9 is September, so here we are. I feel like this is like what you can do now, okay? And this is kind of what's playing out here. Beautiful. And then we have these beautiful angel whisperers. Look at roses, may be significant, okay? Being held, okay? Look how beautiful these are. And then we have I am creator. Look at feel this beautiful connection here. Like you were so loved and held and supported. And this transformation is beautiful. Wow. Ooh, very nice. Okay. I'm gonna put these up here because we're gonna work with another deck. But I'm not forgetting you guys over here. All right, so the next deck we're going to use is the Elemental Empath deck. Look at it. This one's super cool too. Okay, let's do a little shuffle. One more. So this deck is focused on self-love. So it's a self-love oracle deck, which is beautiful. What do they need to know? Abundance, first card out. Your true nature, gratitude, commitment to your goals. Check that out. That is awesome. Wow. The wisdom, the knowledge, like, oof. Self-love, bottom of the deck. Yes. Self-acceptance, self-care, compassion, and vulnerability. That's right. Oof. The collective. I love this. This is great. All is connected, collective growth, and supported. Yes. That's us, y'all. That's us. Yay. Look at inner authority. Look at this card. This deck like excites me. It like ignites me. Trust yourself. Listen to your true self. Trauma versus guidance. Yeah. Oof. Feeling that fire. Ooh, sensitivity too. Look at this one. Validate yourself. Vulnerability is strength. Projections. Wow. Inner authority and sensitivity. It's really like trusting what you are connecting to, right? And your ability to balance and harmonize, right? And take charge of, right? Like this is inner authority. Like you're the one making the decisions and taking charge. And you know, this is something that you're doing with others, which is huge. Okay. And it's creating like a huge ripple effect, right? Like it's felt far and wide. See all those ripples? See all those lightning bolts? Like powerful energy. And again, like it's abundance, okay, in all its forms, right? So super like high vibrational energy when it comes to like gratitude, your true nature, and a commitment to goals. And you know, the bottom of the deck energy is that self-love, right? Self-acceptance, self-care, compassion, vulnerability, strong feminine energy, very strong. Yeah. And then what's below that? Look at this. Can you see this card? Like this woman's on fire, all right? And she's reclaiming her power, right? It says willpower, inner strength, self-mastery, heal, victim. Yes. 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 And this one says expression. She's like breathing fire, right? Like this would be finding your voice, releasing bottled up emotions, and communicating and speaking your truth. Because there's like this suppression energy. Yeah, and it's about perspective here. Evaluate beliefs, having a bird's eye view, and observing your reactions to things. Interesting. And then there's this like understanding that it's okay to explore and heal and connect and discover like your own intimacy. So there's a lot of good messages here. Beautiful. I was guided to go to the bottom of the deck, guys. So I go there when we're going that direction. All right. So moon and honor the phases. This talks about like syncing with the cycles, okay, and understanding what these cycles are. These are personal cycles, and then again, expand the wave, right? The band. Respect where you are, self-care, and syncing with the cycles. I have choices, life direction, flow, and be in flow, how you respond, and consequences. Okay, so there's like weighing two sides to something and then making a decision, but realizing like every decision has an effect of some kind, regardless of the decision. In other words, you're responsible for the decisions and choices you make in life. And there's a decision coming up for you that is very important. And it is something related to a phase, a cycle. Respect where you currently are at this time. There's inner childhood here. Play, laugh, silly, heal childhood wounds. So it's kind of like, remember what it's like to be playful, fun, have a good time, being carefree. I feel like that's kind of what's they're being called to do, is kind of like release. There's an opportunity to really release here. Okay. Surrender and flow. Ride the waves, tap into the flow state, and let it go. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Wow. Intimacy here. Huh. So there could be something coming up that, you know, might have, you might be sending out these kind of vibes, you know what I'm saying? You could be like, you know, yeah. Yep. I mean, you're putting out those vibes. Something about relating. Maybe there's others' projections and comparing, and you know, I feel like you're self-reliant. Maybe people project a bit towards you. It's important that you cleanse, right, because of those projections, and just don't accept them as your own unless they truly are yours. I feel like you have a lot of hope and trust. You have strong, like, spiritual protection here. Okay, you're very connected to, like, the other realms. Trust, faith, heal the past, hope versus expectation, right? Being, like, have some sort of, like, grounded reality to things. And then we have letting go again. Timing, forgiving yourself and others, and processing emotions. Okay. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I feel like there's been this, like, whole, I want to put these somewhere. I'm going to put these up here so I can see this entirely. Because I feel like there's more to talk about here. Yeah, you know, I would say that there's this, like, just really, like, you're in your own flow now. Like, you're no longer letting others, you know, interfere in your flow, right? You've surrendered to it. You're at peace. You protect your peace. You know, you are very powerful. You're starting to, like, really step in and reclaim this power. Okay, you are picking up everything that you're picking up on, so there's a need to kind of, like, filter through things. You know, you are also very collected, like, part of a strong collective, I'm getting, and so there's, like, this growth. You're growing with one another, which is beautiful. And then understanding, like, there's cycles for everything, and this is really honoring, like, where you're at in your cycle and timeline. Okay, like, everyone's is not necessarily the same, right? And there is something that there's, like, you're gonna have to make a decision on, and there's, like, a life choice here. Okay, so it's like a change in direction in your life. Okay, and you're gonna feel like a kid again, is what I'm getting. And it's like surrendering it and not trying to control is very important. And I feel like it involves a lot of intimacy here, and your perspective on things, as well as how you express yourself and empower the feminine, because you're very grounded and rooted in self-love, and you might help others find this for themselves. And then I have this beautiful energy of, like, the creatrix. All right, this is, like, divine feminine, you know, energy here, like, being a powerful creator, right? The womb for all creation. Okay, so this is a very powerful message for the rise of the collective feminine energy here, right? So beautiful. I mean, balanced energy. Okay, feminine and masculine, inner authority. This is mastery here. So, and trusting yourself. Beautiful. And it's like a form of liberation too. All right, so it's really, you know, integrating all of this together. It's really amazing. There's been so many cycles. I keep looking at these cards. It's just been, like, you know, so many cycles, so many lessons, so many, like, ways in which to create and, you know, experience things. It's amazing what we have created here in our earthly experiences. It's quite amazing. Okay. Is there anything else you want to share with us? No? Okay. All right, you guys, that's our reading for today. I will post another one. Let's see. Health, focusing on your health. All right, maybe this is a good time to, like, cleanse and, you know, whatever floats your boat there. But lots of opportunity to really pick and choose, like, you know, what's aligned with you, what isn't. And then there's a heavy message about, you know, really parting ways with, like, material things, right? So maybe there's a need to kind of, you know, what am I still holding on to? Okay. What that I no longer need to hold on to anymore. All right. See you guys on the next reading. Isn't this a beautiful box? Right? It's a cool deck. Elemental Empath. All right, you guys. I'll see you on the next reading.